Welcome to The Explainer. Our whole deal is taking big, complex ideas and turning them into practical tools you can actually use for a better life. All right, so today we are diving into something, well, kind of revolutionary. It's a method that starts with a really interesting question. What if you could tackle life's biggest, toughest challenges with the exact same mindset you have when you're totally hooked on your favorite video game? Okay, so here's the game plan for today. First, we're going to talk about life as a game. Then we'll get into the 7 core rules. After that, we'll build out your toolkits, analog, digital, and social. And finally, we'll wrap it all up by figuring out how you can define your own epic win. So, let's get into it. The whole SuperBetter method, it wasn't dreamed up in some sterile lab. Nope. It was actually born from a pretty intense real-life crisis. And it was created by, of all people, a game designer named Jane McGonigal.
See, Jane was recovering from this really bad brain injury. I mean, it was debilitating, to the point where she was having suicidal thoughts. And in that dark place, she decided to do what she knew best. She turned her recovery into a game. She literally called it Jane the Concussion Slayer. She gave herself this heroic secret identity to, fight her way back.
And here's what's so fascinating. What she did, instinctively, tapped into this super powerful psychological thing that scientists call post-traumatic growth. It's this idea that going through something awful doesn't just have to be about surviving it. It can actually be a catalyst, a trigger, for becoming stronger, happier, and having a way more meaningful life on the other side. So, being a game designer, she basically reverse-engineered what she did for herself. She broke it all down and boiled it into 7 core rules. Think of it like the fundamental operating system for playing this game of SuperBetter. And boom, here they are. This one slide lays out the entire framework. These 7 things, challenging yourself, collecting power-ups, finding bad guys, this is the heart of the game. And the best part? Every single one of these actions is backed by solid research showing that they build serious resilience. This is how you turn any challenge into a quest you can actually win. Okay, so those are the rules, but how do you actually do them? How do you put this all into practice? Well, let's start with your analog toolkit. These are real-world power-ups for your mind and your body, no tech required. Everything, and I mean everything, kicks off with this simple mental flip. It's about consciously choosing to see an obstacle with a challenge mindset instead of a threat mindset. So instead of thinking, oh man, what if I fail? You start asking, okay, what can I learn from this? How can I grow here? It's a total game changer. And check this out. You can literally change your body's chemistry in just a few seconds with a simple power-up called power breathing. You just breathe in for a count of 4 and then breathe out for a count of 8. That longer exhale, that's the key. It's like a secret button that tells your nervous system, hey, it's okay, calm down, let's focus. Or how about this one? To get a quick shot of confidence right before a tough moment, you can try a victory pose. Just stand up, fists in the air, for like 5 seconds. I know, it sounds a little silly, right? But the research is clear. It genuinely boosts your feelings of power and confidence. Just try it. All right, so that's the analog stuff. Now, let's pivot and look at your digital toolkit, how the tech you're probably already using can become a super powerful ally on your quest. Okay, this is so cool. Scientists stumbled upon something they call the Tetris effect. It turns out that when you play a game like Tetris or Candy Crush, something with a lot of visual patterns, you are literally hijacking your brain's visual processing center. And by doing that, you make it way harder for your brain to create traumatic memories or even to focus on a craving. And here's the kicker. This doesn't just work for big, heavy stuff. It works on a much smaller scale, too. Just 3 minutes of playing one of these games can be enough to disrupt that visual part of your brain and seriously weaken everyday cravings. Seriously, think about that the next time you're fighting the urge to grab a cookie. And get this is wild. You can actually boost your own real-world motivation by watching a digital version of yourself succeed. It's a thing called vicarious exercise. Studies have actually shown that if you watch your video game avatar exercise, you are significantly more likely to get up and do it yourself in real life. How crazy is that? But look, this isn't a single-player game. You absolutely do not have to do this alone. In fact, some of the most powerful strategies in SuperBetter are all about being social. Here's a super simple technique for building up your alliances. It's called the +1 text message. It just starts with this direct question. It cuts through the "how are you" fine noise and is just an easy, genuine way to check in and open the door for a real conversation. And then the follow-up is key. Asking this makes it so much easier for them to answer. You're not offering to solve all their problems. You're just offering a small, concrete, actionable way to help. It's about making their day just a tiny bit better, and that can make all the difference. All right, every good game needs bad guys, right? And a huge part of SuperBetter is identifying and battling your bad guys. These are just any obstacle, internal or external, that gets in your way. And here's the fun part. You give them creative names, like the sticky chair for sitting too much or the nighttime screen source. It sounds silly, but naming them like this actually creates psychological distance. It makes them feel like a separate thing you can fight instead of a part of you. So you've got your power-ups, your quests, your allies, your fighting bad guys. But where is all of this going? What's the point? Well, it all leads to one thing, your epic win. Now, an epic win is not just another item on your to-do list. Not at all. It's a big, transformative outcome that you really, truly care about. Think of it as the North Star for your quest. It's the goal that gives the entire journey meaning and makes all the small battles along the way totally worth it. And how do you get there? You don't get there in one giant leap. You get there by winning the day every day. And there's a simple formula for that. Do at least 3 power-ups, battle 1 bad guy, and complete 1 quest. That's it. That's a winning day. It makes this huge goal feel manageable, and it builds that crucial momentum, one day at a time. So when you turn life's challenges into a game like this, you're not magically getting new superpowers. You're just unlocking the incredible strength and resilience that you already have inside you. This whole framework, it just gives you the tools to take control of your own story. Which really brings us to the final, most important question of all. You're the hero. What's your epic win?